MLS, Nesquik, Nike, Just Do It, Positive Coaching Alliance, Better Athletes, Better People, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sunmade, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, live from Frisco, Texas, outside of the Toyota Soccer Center. We got ourselves a big matchup here, ladies and gents. It's the 13U Boys National Championship right here before your very eyes on field number 7. The sunset is happening. The wind is blowing. Excitement is in the air. You can feel it from everywhere. Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Griffin Weinberg. I will be on the call for today's matchup between Soccer Nation Academy and CDA Slammers FC. Should be an exciting one as they are fighting for a national championship. We can take a look at how both of these teams got here. First of all, Soccer Nation will be donning their yellow jerseys, while CDA Slammers will be wearing their, I'll go with maroon-looking uniforms. I feel like it's safe to say that. For Soccer Nation, their path here, the team located outside of located near Kansas City, Missouri. They finished group play with a record of 2-1-0. That was good enough for first in their group standings with 6 points. And CDA Slammers finished second in that same group. They had 5 points with a record of 1-0-2. CDA Slammers located in Huntington Beach, California. Was trying to get a gauge on the starting lineups for both teams as they are walking out. I know a couple of the names for Soccer Nation: Frankie Fuentes, Henry Godinez, and Kevin Montez, along with Anthony Castor, will be in that starting lineup. On the mean hand, for CDA Slammers, I got a couple of numbers: Reed Flores and Sonny Mosdry. I'd assume that Devin LeClaire is also starting. Once again, I'm at field level, so I'm waiting to see all the numbers. But here we go, underway for the 13U Boys National Championship. And as I've been saying throughout the week, sometimes it's easier to get some help from the Twitter crowd if I miss something, or maybe I need a stat correction or name pronunciation. Fix me with a number. Any way you need to communicate with me, you can do that through Twitter. Tweet me at Griff_Berg. That's at GRIFF_BERG, and I'll be happy to oblige with whatever you let me know. And don't worry, it's not weird. I've had people tweeting at me all week for these broadcasts, and they've been very helpful. So if there's something that I miss, just let me know. These will be 35-minute halves in the 13U Boys Division, 70 minutes total. Should we need overtime, there will be 2 10-minute overtime periods. Controlling possession in the midfield right now was Garcia, now coming to the near side. Moving into the box now. Garcia taken down. This one will continue to go on. Nifty little move there. Another one. That was Anthony Castor. He's the player to look out for Soccer Nation Academy. I was happy enough to talk to head coach Luis Padilla before today's match from Soccer Nation Academy, and he gave me some nicknames for their youngsters out on the pitch today, so that's what I'll be trying to identify them as today. Make things a little bit more fun. These teams met on the final day of group play. Soccer Nation won that match between CDA Slammers and themselves by a score of 2-0. Will CDA be able to get their revenge? We can continue with Soccer Nation and talking about their route, how they got here. Once again, 2-1-0 in group play. They had a 2-1 win over Rise Elite. Excuse me, they had a 2-0 loss to the CDA Slammers. I might have said they just had a win, but a 2-0 loss to CDA Slammers on the final day of group play. And then they had a 2-1 win over the Ukrainian national team on Wednesday. That game was a little bit more interesting. Soccer Nation was down 1-0 in the 17th minute. Castor ended up equalizing back in the 34th minute of that game, just before half. And then to finish things off, it was Mono Romero who scored the game winner in the 62nd minute. They are looking to make a run. CDA now here with a good opportunity. No one in front. 1-on-none. The shot. And that one just misses the net. What an opportune shot there for CDA. That was Devin LeClaire, who was hoping to put his team on top. Just a mishap on the defensive side. LeClaire running up, had no one there, just missing it off. LeClaire has 4 goals so far in this tournament. That leads the 13U boys group. He had 5 goals at the Far West Regionals. And he almost had goal number 5 there. I'm sure CDA will have many more chances throughout this match. Only 4 minutes in, and they already got that good look. You can probably hear some of the wind on the broadcast, too. My Google Weather app, or excuse me, my Apple Weather app, which is usually not too reliable, says that it's only about 13 miles per hour of wind going southeast. I don't believe that. It feels a lot more than that. Right now the wind is going, I would say, north of your screen. So from near side to far side is where the wind is blowing. The keeper for CDA appears to be Kenny Jimenez. That could be Kobe Olea in there. I'm not 100% positive. Can't see the number. But the keeper for Soccer Nation is Henry Godinez. So now it's saying, what, about 28 miles per hour of gust. You know, the wind is blowing heavy. I think that's all you need to know. And it could affect the game a little bit. That might be a reason why Leclerc's shot went to the right of the net. There's a lot of wind. It could have had an effect on it. For CDA, their path here was a little bit more interesting. They started off group play with a 1-1 draw to the Ukrainian national team. They conceded the equalizer in the 65th minute. They were just minutes away from picking up a win. On Wednesday, they had a 2-2 draw to Rise Elite. They ended up giving up 2 goals in the first 14 minutes of that match, but Devin Leclerc came through, netting goals in the 32nd and 42nd minutes. In the final day of group play, CDA, once again, a 2-0 win over Soccer Nation. They needed to win that game to ensure they would advance to the final, and sure enough, they did. It was Sonny Mosdry who scored the game winner in the 7th minute. Leclerc added another one in minute 47. Here comes CDA. Far side, pushed down, play goes on. Battling forward on CDA's side was Gilmar Bustos. This ball will stay in play. Trying to make a play for it was Mano Romero. He had that one deflected, but it'll be a throw-in now for Soccer Nation. Two regional champions here. Soccer Nation picking up the Midwest Regional Championship. CDA winning the Far West Regionals. Here is Castor, trying to get through 3 defenders, still fighting along. He has earned a free kick. Castor is scary good. Very technically sound player, and we've seen evidence of that here in these first 7.5 minutes, trying to take on the CDA defense all by himself. Castor had 3 goals in group play. That was second only to Devin Leclerc. He had 2 in that Rise Elite game in which they won 2-1. It'll be Frankie Fuentes taking this free kick. He keeps this one low. That one has a chance of misdirection, and there, in the back of the net, Soccer Nation taking the lead. Frankie Fuentes with his first goal here at the National Championships, keeping it low, and it looked like it was deflected off of one of the players from CDA. No matter how it went in, it still goes, and now Soccer Nation has the lead. a lot of soccer left to be played. But right now, Soccer Nation is hoping to exact their revenge on that 2-0 loss to CDA. Castor, once again, still along with it, has earned another free kick. This ball in off the head of one of the players. That was Romero. This would be a good time to get some help from the Twitter crowd if anyone is out there. Soccer Nation has a player, number 11, right now in the game that I do not have on my roster sheet. So if anyone wants to help me out, tweet at me at Griff_Berg at GRIFF_BERG for Soccer Nation. Let me know who number 11 is. There's been some roster mix-ups this entire week. Just the sheets getting some of the names wrong, some of the numbers wrong, mismatches everywhere. Any help would be appreciative to let you know. Maybe it's your kid who's playing in the game so I can say his name. Now for CDA with possession. LeClaire was hoping to run with it. Fighting along was Mosdry. Still battling. Mosdry has it. Nifty moves. Feeds it to the middle. Nice foot there. Castor. Castor being challenged. Good defense there from David Hallworth. Although another free kick is earned. Fuentes again. This one goes in the box. Easy scoop up there for who I believe, that is Kobe Olea. So Kobe Olea, the keeper, in net for CDA. LeClaire hoping to come down with it before that one is pushed up. And now here on the near side making a run is Lil David Barahona. Barahona goes down. A shoving match. Looking up, the service inside. Now CDA looking to counter. LeClaire is up there. Will he get to it? Still racing after it. That one was close. Pushed up looking for Castor. No whistle. CDA on the run. The defense has been very good for Soccer Nation so far, with the exception of the one open look for Devin LeClaire. Now in the box, taken down. And that will be a corner. Could have gone either way. We'll take another look. And that one really goes either or. You can blow a whistle, but no whistle was blown. Joshua Penaloza almost drew the penalty. Here's the outswinger. This one stays near the post, though, on top, and that one, LeClaire, that's in! The equalizer! CDA ties it up! 1 Really a perfectly placed corner kick. Leclerc was on the inside. And the equalizer is netted. Curious to see who that goal will be awarded to in the 15th minute. Could have been an own goal off a deflection, but for right now, I believe that was Devin Leclerc who just got goal number 5 here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. How about the start for this match? Just about 15 minutes in, 2 goals already. CDA maybe with another run before that one is pushed up. Castor is around. A whistle is blown, though, just past midfield. Once again, Soccer Nation Academy got here by way of winning the Kansas State Cup and the Midwest Regional Championships. In the regionals, they went 3-0-0 in group play, and they struggled their way to get to the finals. Soccer Nation needed to come from behind twice in the semifinal. Castor equalized in both the 26th and the 68th minutes after Nationals Union Black took the lead once again in the 63rd minute. That game went to penalty kicks, where Soccer Nation won 4-3 from the mark. Olea is not too happy about something, the referee giving him a stern talking to. We'll take another look exactly what happened. Right after the free kick from Fuentes, Olea goes in to scoop the ball. A Soccer Nation player was around. Olea thought there should have been a foul. Regardless, this ball goes back into the hands of Olea. He has a boot on him. That ball was almost taken away by Bustos. He did get the whistle, though. The left foot, this one into the box. Leclerc off his head to another player. That one off the top right post. Off the right upper 90, almost the lead. Another shot, diving save made by Godinez. Joshua Penaloza almost gave CDA the lead. On another run, Leclerc too far ahead. And CDA, once again, they got that goal off of a corner kick, almost scoring off of the free kick. The set pieces working to their advantage early on. I think you saw that ball just kicked right towards our production tent. You might have seen that on there. Substitution, first made by CDA. 19 coming off and 8 coming on. That is David Hallworth, who is coming on, and Reed Flores, who just came off. The free kick once again going inside. Off of Leclerc's head, I believe. And rather, it will be a corner kick. It was off of a Soccer Nation player. We know what happened on the last corner for CDA. This one goes towards the outside of the 18, though. Bustos keeping inside, running around, firing away off the right hand before that one is scooped up by Godinez. Another solid look there provided by Brandon Murrieta. Challenge won by LeClaire. Back and forth, fighting for possession. Montez. He was looking up for Mono. And I believe we're going to be taking a water break here, just over 20 minutes through this first half. About 15 to go. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break ourselves. Should be back in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so, while the youngsters hydrate. We are back after that short water break between Soccer Nation and CDA. Score 1-1, 22 minutes through this first half of the 13U Boys National Championship. Griffin Weinberg back here once again on field number 7. And just a little bit of a reminder, at the bottom of the page you are watching right now, you can find the link to the stream for the award ceremony that will take place approximately 15 minutes after this game. Once again, at the bottom of your page, you will find the link to that award ceremony. But don't click on it just yet. We've only just begun. 2 goals so far here in this first half. The first one coming courtesy from Frankie Fuentes off of a free kick. I believe was a deflection that helped put it in the net. And then Devin LeClaire headed one in the 15th minute off of a corner for CDA. LeClaire, 5 goals, leads the 13U boys division. And a quick substitution for Soccer Nation. Coming off was Jared Gurola. He made way for Ricardo Henriquez. Once again, I don't have a number 11 on my roster for Soccer Nation, so if anyone watching at home knows, maybe you can tweet at me and let me know who number 11 is at GRIFF_BERG. The wind still strong here as the sun goes down. The lights on the pitch. Looking for a run, a whistle will be called. Taken down was Garcia. Clearly intentional. Garcia seems to be fine, though. Looks like he was stretching out that left arm a little bit. The free kick will be coming up from Sonny Mosdry. with the right foot at the top of the 18, off the head of one of the Soccer Nation players, will give way for another corner. CDA has been dominating in that facet so far in this first half. Many opportunities from the corner and free kicks. We'll see if this one will pay off as well. The outswinger, that's low. Leclerc. Around a bevy of defenders before it's cleared up, pushed back. Leclerc once again, I believe he was onside. He fires one, and Leclerc, his second of the day. CDA in the lead. Not exactly off of the corner, but a deflection that led to it. The ball being bounced around perfectly goes into Devin Leclerc, onside, rips one into the back of the net, past Godinez. His second of the day, his sixth here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, and now CDA has come back from a 1-0 deficit here in this first half. You cannot ask for anything more exciting than what we have seen between these two teams. Goals are everywhere. CDA with another run. Fuentes put a head on it. Watch out for Leclerc. Whiff. Pushed around by Mosdry, Garcia around as well, staying on CDA's offensive half. Up there is Petrolo. Now Soccer Nation will have a chance to take over. Or will they? CDA relentless on the offensive. Soccer Nation needs to try to work Castor a little more, but he goes down in the center circle. Hurts for any player to go down, but for Soccer Nation, they do not want to see Anthony Castor come off another look as he collided with David Hallworth. And Castor seems to be in pain. His 3 goals in group play are second only behind Devin Leclerc, who now has 6. Castor scored 9 goals in the Midwest Regionals. Good for first during that time. On his feet now, still waiting to see him take some steps. The Soccer Nation team is strong. They do have a lot of options. But losing him up front will most definitely hurt. Good to see that he's walking off clean. And right now that's all that you can hope for, that he is coming off under his own power. In the meantime, Kevin Frias will be Castor's substitution. Also coming on is Gio Vieira. Soccer Nation has come back from deficits before. In their group play game on Wednesday against the Ukrainian national team, they came down from 1-0 in the 17th minute. Castor equalized in the 34th. Mano Romero netted the game winner in the 62nd minute, and they came back from behind twice in the semifinals of the Midwest Regional Championships to win in penalty kicks. And the strength of the team in the finals of the Midwest Regionals, they beat Pennine United 2-0. Those were the only 2 goals allowed by PU in the Midwest Regionals. And a little bit of help from the Twitter crowd have now found out that number 11 is Gizmo McCracken. What a tremendous name. Well, I don't have any other names, so I don't have a Gizmo McCracken on my soccer sheet, my roster sheet, so that's the name that I was given. If it's, that's right. If it's on the internet, it's got to be true, right? Mo Hanna 7. Hopefully, you're not messing with me about that. We were going to take another look at that last play. Here we go now. Garcia fired off that shot, giving way for another corner. This is the first one taken from the near side. It stays low, going back, and that one just going to the left. Soccer Nation still just 1 goal behind, coming up on 3 minutes remaining in this first half, not accounting for stoppage time. We'll see what Soccer Nation can do here. Lil David Barahona fighting for possession before it's taken away. Garcia now. Looking up for Leclerc. He won't be able to find him. This ball will go over the byline, though. It'll be another corner. Just a mental error for Frankie Fuentes. Here's the ball now outside of the 18, cleared up by Soccer Nation. Here is Garcia now. 3 defenders around him. Under 90 seconds to go here. Soccer Nation has not had a good look on net in quite a while. So they are making a substitution, and what you love to see coming back on is Anthony Castor. Castor checking back in after what looked to be a scary lower leg injury. He's coming on for the final minute or so. 4 minutes of stoppage time will be awarded. Winning possession is Lil David. Now Castor with his first touch after coming back in. Castor fighting through, put ahead. And how far will this ball go? It will stay in play. Frias had the ball. Feeding this one off to cheeky baby Esparza. Now officially in stoppage time, 4 minutes added. Played on the inside, trying to clear it up, but it stays on Soccer Nation's offensive half. Still looking for a good look on goal. Haven't had one since the Frankie Fuentes goal back in the 9th minute to start off the scoring in this national championship. The throw-in for CDA. Leclerc, taller than the other players, for this one is pushed up by Cheeky Baby. Winning the challenge, now looking up ahead for Castor, almost. Good look up ahead for Gio Vieira. Now a shot from Vieira. This one is a slow roller. Leclerc coming down with it. Thought he might have had a teammate up there. Fuentes kicks this one to the side. It was going to go to the keeper, Henry Godinez. But instead, it'll be a throw-in. The second time in the last few minutes that Fuentes has kicked a ball that he probably didn't need to touch. The service inside, Garcia, but that ball rolled over the byline. Can Soccer Nation gain a little momentum going into the half? Coming up on about the final 90 seconds of this first half, plus or minus a few. The student section, if I may, cheering loud for Soccer Nation at the far side. You can see them to the right of your screen. Now you can't. Garcia. A couple moves. Good slide tackle. Still fighting for it. Garcia wins possession. A few defenders around. He is tough. The service, this ball goes. Leclerc was over there over his head. Will not stay in play. Good little run there, though, from Rafael Garcia. The defensive efforts of Lil David Barahona, along with Chicharito, were not enough to stop the CDA midfielder. Rather, the forward for CDA. This ball stays in play. There's a good thought there. The final whistle blown here in this first half, and how exciting was it? CDA going into the break with a 2-1 lead over Soccer Nation. The first goal's netted by Frankie Fuentes off a free kick in the 9th minute. Devin Leclerc had 2 in that first half in the 15th minute off of a corner, and then in the 26th minute off of a deflection after a corner kick. Exciting stuff here in Frisco outside of the Toyota Soccer Center. We'll go ahead and take our halftime break. Should be exciting in the second half. Today's games are brought to you by AE Engine Media and Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags Inc., Bubba Burger, Cliff Kid, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand Innovative Branding Solutions, Fusionetics, MLS, Nesquik, Nike, Just Do It, Positive Coaching Alliance, Better Athletes, Better People, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sunmade, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
We are back here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships live from Frisco, Texas, outside of the wonderful Toyota Soccer Center, the home stadium of FC Dallas, for a wonderful second half here as the sun comes to a close. Soccer Nation Academy and CDA Slammers battling for a national championship. Who will be the victor? Will it be Soccer Nation? Will it be CDA Slammers, who has the 2-1 lead? 35 down, 35 to go. We are underway in this second half. Also at a point in the first half, I needed a little assistance finding out who 11 in yellow was on my roster sheet. I did not have the number because there was a mix-up on the roster sheet. Thankfully, I was able to ask one of the coaches at the half who that was, and it is confirmed Marco Rojas. Goes by the nickname Marquitos. I was given an anonymous tip from the Twitter handle Mohana7 about one of the names, Gizmo McCracken, and it was not good. That was a bad tip. So I apologize for getting that mix up. I asked Twitter for help, and usually you're supposed to use it for good things. Unfortunately, that was not it. So I apologize to anyone for getting that wrong. 11 in yellow is Marquitos, and I will make sure to get that right for the rest of this match. Now for Soccer Nation, have earned a corner. CDA up 2-1. Those two goals courtesy of Devin Leclerc. The one goal from Soccer Nation courtesy of Frankie Fuentes. Although we did look back at that first goal from Devin Leclerc off the corner, and it was still hard to tell who scored it. It might have honestly been put in by the keeper, Henry Godinez. But we'll wait to see how the statisticians award it as Castor takes the outswinger. This one pushed out. Kobe Olea still the keeper in net for CDA. Now CDA has a run, Soccer Nation there for the stop. Nifty little move there from Mano Romero. And then he goes down. We saw Anthony Castor get hurt back in that first half. He had to come off for a little bit, ended up coming back on. Now here is Romero. Nice move to get past his defender, but then might have tripped up as he was doing that spin move. It looks somewhere on the right leg. You can see he's struggling. Walking it off though. And he will do his best to remain in the game. Here is Fuentes. Keeps it low again. A chance for CDA on the counter. They have some numbers. The speed being shown off. Nice move over there from Abarca. Feeds it off far side. The cross in. Garcia. And trying to rip one was Mosdry. That goes to the keeper, Godinez. Here is Soccer Nation, Mono. Feeding it off to Castor. And he's pushed down. Free kick will be awarded. Soccer Nation now doing a good job of leading the charge here in these first almost 4.5 minutes of this second half. Another look. And a clear foul. That one was on Brandon Murrieta. Castor showing his strength. He came on with about 1.5 minutes left in the first half after he was forced out due to an injury. Soccer Nation will need him more than ever to help pull through, as they make a substitution. It is Gio Vieira who is coming off, and he is making way for Chaparro Ortiz. The little guy. The free kick inside. Fuentes was there, goes past him. Now oh, wow, that one saved. And now Chaparro, it'll be a goal kick. It looked like it might have been a corner. How about the action there from Kobe Olea? He got me tongue twisted. First off, perfect placement. Now Mano had the shot with the right foot. Diving save by Olea. There was another chance that was there for Chaparro. So Olea doing a good job of keeping his team ahead. And once again, you can go to the bottom of the page you're watching right now. You will find the link to the stream for the award ceremony that will take place approximately 15 minutes after this game. Another look at the foul. I believe that was Castor who was taken down to the ground. This free kick coming in, Chaparro was there, but that one was too far ahead of him. Soccer Nation finished first in group play with 6 points. CDA in the same group finished second with 5 points. Putting that ball ahead was Penaloza. Fighting for possession. It will go on. CDA wanting a good look here in this first half before that one is kicked up by Petrollo. Coming down with it, Penaloza. Looking up ahead for Leclerc. Fuentes is there as well. Leclerc cannot get to it. Still racing after the ball. Sliding into the crowd. Gotta love the effort from Devin Leclerc, already with 2 goals on this day, doing anything he can to try to extend this lead. Ahead for Leclerc again. The first touch too hard. He got that one from Hallworth. Soccer Nation again, as I mentioned, back in the first half, a team that has come from behind before in the Midwest Regional Championships most recently. Twice in the semifinal, they had to come from behind. They had equalizers from Castor in the 26th and 68th minutes. The 68th minute equalizer came 5 minutes after Nationals Union Black took the lead. That game went to the mark, where Soccer Nation won in PKs 4-3. They also had a comeback win in group play on Wednesday against the Ukrainian national team. They were down 1-0 in the 17th minute and had to score 2. Castor netted one in the 34th, and Mano Romero, the game winner, in the 62nd minute. They need to score 2 goals here without giving up 1 to win the national championship. This free kick will be taken by, I believe, Kevin Abarca. He put a boot on that one, goes towards the net, and that one is punched out by Godinez, still around before it's cleared up. What a rip from Abarca. Here is Castor now. Will he be able to get to it? It'll be a throw-in. Soccer Nation will now be making a substitution. Coming off, Ricardo Henriquez. And coming on, Francisco Contreras. The ball is back. We're here to play. Looking up ahead, Castor will not get there. Soccer Nation had a couple good looks to start this second half. Those are really coming off free kicks and corner kicks. They're still waiting for their first good run. The wind has definitely died down a little bit here in Frisco. It was at about 20 miles per hour or so at the start of this match. I'd say now it's maybe around 10 miles per hour or so. Substitutions for both teams coming on for CDA was David Rezko, and coming on for Soccer Nation, Kevin Montez. Looks like Montez just came on for Chaparro. He did come on for Chaparro. Fuentes. Booted up the way by Godinez. Now Garcia has the ball for CDA. Free kick coming in the box. This one around over the net. Thought we were going to have another substitution. This play will go on now. Getting ahead on it was Rezko, still battling for possession. Rezko sticking with it. Coming on, showing strong presence. Nice slide tackle there from Kevin Frias. Rezko had a nice little run going for him, had a chance to potentially cross that one in, but Frias coming up clutch with the slide tackle. Clean. Not dirty. Here's the corner. Another corner here to be taken by Mosdry. The outswinger bounced around, and this one will be going the other way. Down for Soccer Nation is the keeper, Godinez. And I think we'll be able to take another look at what happened there. I wasn't quite sure. So another look at this corner. Godinez, you can see, he was hit by his own, or rather a CDA player, excuse me. He's up, he's fine though. Now once again, there is Mosdry. Castor. Running up with it, Montez feeding it to Monod. The challenge won, though, by Roberts. Pushed up ahead. Who will gain possession? Mosdry there. Now to Garcia looking for a run. Up for Leclerc or Rezko. That one's cleared up. And now here's Castor. 3 defenders around him trying to get through. Still for the challenge. Who will get it? It will be a throw-in for Soccer Nation. Jose Hernandez had the defense for CDA. Montez for Castor. Castor, 2 defenders marked closely. Looking to create some space now before that one is taken aback. Pushing up ahead for Leclerc. Fuentes got a foot on it. Leclerc was calling for a foul, not sure what. And taken down by Soccer Nation. The play goes on, no whistle. In the middle. Pushed up for Rezko, looking to connect with Leclerc. Fuentes there with the defense. It'll be a throw-in now. Coming on to the pitch for CDA, David Hallworth. Coming on for Soccer Nation is Joe Sanchez. Kevin Frias just came off for Soccer Nation. Leclerc can't keep it in. Just about 17 minutes through this second half. Seen a few good chances from both teams as they come into their second half water break. Halfway through, halfway to go in this national championship. Who will be the victor? We'll take our break and be back in a few. Well, that water break was short-lived. CDA right now controlling possession. On the far side, looks like Garcia. 2 defenders were around for Soccer Nation. The ball will stay on CDA's offensive half. Coming up with the ball was Jared Garola trying to push ahead. Soccer Nation really needs to get something going for him. This one fired at the net, and that one comes off the knee of Godinez. We've seen a lot of good shots in this game from afar. A couple free kicks, corner kicks that look good. Another one moments ago. Leclerc fighting to keep this in play. He will let it roll over the touchline. That one rolls over. It'll be a goal kick. So another recap on how we got to where we're at. The scoring was opened by Frankie Fuentes with a free kick that was deflected back in the 9th minute. That was his first goal at these national championships. Then Devin Leclerc followed up with a goal on off of a corner kick 6 minutes later, and Leclerc netted his second goal in the 26th minute to put CDA on top. And once again, we look back at the replay at halftime of that first goal from Devin Leclerc, and we believe that he scored it, but it actually might have been deflected by the keeper, Henry Godinez. I don't know how the statisticians are going to stat that one, if you will, but right now, from the way I saw it, it was Leclerc. No matter what, CDA has 2 goals, and they are up 1. Inching closer to a national championship. Castor taken down. No whistle. Back to Castor. Castor, nice move to get the ball back. Trying to fight through defenders. He does, still going in. Feeds it off to a teammate. Taken down in the box. And a yellow card is going to be awarded for the Soccer Nation player. That was Mano Romero. And Romero was the one who was taken down in the box. See Castor feed it off to him. Maybe the referee thought Romero was flopping. I'm not exactly sure. Rojas Marquitos coming on for Soccer Nation. I'm curious to find out what the call was there. The only explanation I could have is that the referee thought Mano was flopping and he fell down on his own power. Of course, from the viewpoint of where you're looking at right now on your screen, that looked to appear like it would have been a penalty. That will be up for debate for a long time, depending on the outcome of this match. Here is the service inside. Off the head of Leclerc. Godinez is there, though. Making moves. Cleared up by Abarca. It'll stay on the offensive half for Soccer Nation. Here now with the ball was Cheeky Baby. He had that one taken away. Fuentes will be the first one to it, rather Godinez coming out of the net. And he came far out of the net and did not think Rezko was going to have the ball. Godinez gets back, though. Rezko running up near side. Crosses the ball in. Godinez comes out, keeps it away from Leclerc. Marquitos was fighting for possession alongside Hallworth. "10 minutes remaining, not accounting for stoppage time." CDA has a Far West Regional Championship. That's how they got down here. Will they be able to add a national championship to their resume? Marquitos in the air. Into the middle. They will go for a run, looking up for Mano and Castor before it's cleared. Leclerc was playing it to his advantage. Garcia now running up for CDA. Good defensive help there. Player goes down. And before an altercation breaks out, the referee was able to interrupt it. Another look here. Garcia was around, and Garcia just shoved down Joe Sanchez. That's not what you want to see from Rafael Garcia. That was just a dirty play. Especially when your team is in the lead, you don't need to be getting frustrated like that. That was just uncalled for. He was awarded a yellow, though. The referee did a good job of breaking it up before anything else broke out. Under 8 minutes to go now in regulation. We will have a substitution for both teams. Looks like coming on for CDA is Gilmar Bustos. And coming on for Soccer Nation is Ricardo Henriquez. Contreras just came out for Soccer Nation. And for CDA coming off was David Hallworth. Here is Leclerc looking for Bustos. Fires with the right foot. That one sails over the post. Bustos almost putting his team up 2. Leclerc doing a good job finding a wide open Bustos who was at the top of the 18, ripped that one just a little bit too high. Six minutes, not including stoppage time. That's all CDA needs to do. Or rather, the amount of time they need to hold off a goal from Soccer Nation to ensure themselves a national championship. Marquitos was in the middle. The size difference between him and Leclerc, the 11 in maroon, is very apparent. Marquitos fighting along Leclerc, though. Small but powerful. A throw-in for Soccer Nation. And the referee needs to get involved once again. The tension's starting to rise in the waning minutes. Here's Fuentes. Looking up, connecting with Montez. A little bit in front of him, though. Hernandez puts that one ahead. Garcia. Joe Sanchez. Into the middle. Marquitos. Mano, nifty moves. The ball was deflected as he was trying to connect with Montez, I believe. Looking up ahead, Mano has it. Defenders all in front of him, though. Making a move. Another one. Fires with the left off the back of a CDA defender. Bustos. Montez had a chance to rebound after that shot from Mano, but he was slow to get there. That's why Bustos got to the ball. The minute's coming to a close. What can Soccer Nation do? Hernandez towards midfield. Leclerc looking up for Garcia, able to get a foot on it on the defensive end was Chicharito. And now here comes Garcia again. Garcia is fast. We've seen it all day. He takes a shot. That one goes way behind the net, though. 2.5 to go, not including stoppage time. Fuentes and Resco up there. CDA finishing second in group play out of Huntington Beach, California. Far West Regional Champions. Coming up on about, well, right now we're actually seeing the stoppage time, and there are 3 minutes awarded for stoppage time. They are already awarding the 3 minutes. So about 4.5 minutes to go until CDA is crowned national champions. Still enough time for Soccer Nation to make a move and to push it forward. They have not had the ball on their offensive half in the past few minutes or so, though. Bustos now with possession. Can he get there? I don't believe it was deflected off of Mano. Rather, it was, so now it'll be a corner. And CDA is just taking their time walking over there. You saw one of the Soccer Nation players place the ball on the corner because he's trying to speed things up. Smart thinking from him. We'll see what comes after this. This ball stays low, taken by Soccer Nation. Here they are on the counter. In the air, Fuentes around, Bustos kicks it up. Who will come down with it? Marquitos is there. Garcia over to Godinez. Now in stoppage time. A player is down for Soccer Nation that will halt things on the pitch. Can't see who that is. I believe that's Fuentes. That is Frankie Fuentes as we take another look. I still wasn't quite sure. It looked like maybe he was holding some part of that right hand, or the right arm rather, maybe the right forearm. Definitely seems to be in pain. Still not 100% sure exactly what he might have hurt. Well, here we go. Joe Sanchez with the ball. Has that one quickly taken by Rezko. He has one defender to beat. Rezko goes wide, though, trying to burn the clock. That will be a goal kick. Mono can't keep it in play. A throw in for CDA. 90 seconds to go, plus or minus a few. Will Soccer Nation get another chance? They have a throw-in. They need to work quickly. That ball went into no man's land, still pushing it up. Another throw-in here. Mono has the throw-in. That one goes into the middle. Rezko tried to keep it in play. Another one. The final minute. Here's Sanchez. To Henriquez. Marquitos. Cleared up by Leclerc. Defender was there. Sanchez again pushing this one up. Leclerc, that one goes under his feet. Castor has the ball. Here's Castor looking ahead, going for Mono. They were calling for a handball, not going to get the whistle. They still have another chance. Mono with the ball, marked by Hernandez. Mono going wide. Feeds it off. Mono again, making a move. Mono entering the box, fires a shot, that one going to the left, and it will go over the byline. Was that the last chance for Soccer Nation? There is the final whistle. CDA has won the national championship. Fans storming. Everyone celebrating. Jump around. Enjoy it, CDA. You are the 2018 13U Boys national champions. Heartbreak from Henry Godinez. The 2 goals from CDA coming courtesy of Devin Leclerc. He equalized in the 15th minute and netted what would be the game winner in the 26th minute. Leclerc finishes with 6 goals to lead this 13U boys division. And CDA, after winning the Far West Regionals, has added national champions to their resume. A good time to mention once again that at the bottom of the page you're watching, you will find the link to the stream for the award ceremony that will take place in approximately 15 minutes or so. A good effort from both sides, but CDA, your national champions. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this week's coverage of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented to you by Turbo Sports Group. We'll be back here on Field 7 tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. with the 18U Boys National Championships. Griffin Weinberg signing off for the final time tonight on this Saturday night. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, once again, Griffin Weinberg, just to remind you very quickly again that you can find the link to the award ceremony at the bottom of the page that you are currently watching. That is where the trophy will be awarded. I just wanted to give another reminder to make sure nobody misses the award ceremony for CDA Slammers who have just won the national championship. Now, Griffin Weinberg, I will be signing off for the final time, and I can guarantee that, but we will see you once again tomorrow.